Welcome to Small Business. And yeah, if, find transactions like, and we have a brief about the business within Christmas, and particularly how the Christmas shopping affects the country's economy. That is very key and important to find out those realities. And I'm going to be breaking that down. Now, Uganda, with its rich cultural heritage and dynamic economy, we know that it offers particularly compelling lens through which to examine this seasonal phenomenon. Now, in Kampala's bustling winter market, the traders stockpile the goods, like we said, weeks in advance, anticipating a tidal wave of demand. Now, across the country, hospitality business prepare for an influx of local international tourists, while logistics providers brace themselves for the surge of the e-commerce deliveries. Now, there is not merely about economic transactions, but it is about livelihoods, aspirations, talking about the unique ways which a festive tradition intersects with the broader societal fabric. So that is the in-depth to that particular degree. Now, yet this year, the narrative of Uganda's Christmas economy is marked by both optimism and caution. Now, the inflation rate, which had reached unsettling heights in the recent years, has moderated to 2.9% of November 2024. That's according to what the sources say. While this offers a semblance of relief to consumers, challenges persist: fluctuating exchange rates, the rising costs of imported goods, and the cautious approach to discretionary spending, which have added new layers of complexity to the season's economic dynamics. Now, how do these factors reshape the Christmas experience for Ugandans? That is very key factors like do. Now, more importantly, what do they reveal about the resilience of the business when it comes to and the adaptability of the consumers? That is also something that we need to look into. Now, what we've just seen, it serves as the gateway into the in-depth exploration of the Christmas economy, but of course focusing not just on the dollars or the cents, the shillings, and the human stories and strategic maneuvers that define this time of the year. Now, we're going to delve into what we call the data-driven insights, unpack the roles of the key sectors like the retail, hospitality, logistics, and behavior trends that have come to characterize this particular festive season. Now, from the ingenuity of the small and intermediary enterprises finding ways to thrive in challenging conditions to the ripple effect of Christmas spending on rural communities, this narrative will illuminate the interconnectedness of Uganda's economy during its most vibrant season. I'll say something here that consider the trader in Nakasero market whose holiday profits are invested heavily into her children's education. Think about that. All the border rider who relies on increased delivery orders to sustain his family. Now, these isolated incidents, they are emblematic of how Christmas spending reverberates across society. Now, at the same time, this year's festive season brings into focus the global trends, of course, like the rise of sustainable consumerism and the challenges posed by the supply chain disruptions and their local implications at the end of the day. Now here, as we keep the discussions moving on, we shall encounter the real-life case studies, taking a look at the verified statistics and thoughtful analysis that seek to provide a comprehensive understanding on the Christmas economy. Now you'll see Uganda reflected in this narrative, known just as a participant, but as a global phenomenon, but as a unique microcosm of innovation, talking about resilience and cultural richness by examining the data and the stories behind the season. Now we shall be answering the pressing questions. How does Christmas spending impact Uganda's economic stability? What opportunities and risks does it present for businesses and consumers? And ultimately, can this season of giving and celebration serve as a foundation for long-term economic social progress? Now, there is a lot to really look into. Now, in an economy, here we shall looking into the recount. We shall be okay. It's going to be more than just a season recount, but it's going to be painting a picture and a society whereby we see society navigating challenges, seizing its opportunities, and celebrating its enduring spirit. So, welcome to the story of Uganda's Christmas economy. Of course, it's a tale of commerce, community, and resilience at the same time. So, lots of aspects we're going to look into. Firstly, we shall take a look at the Christmas economy, how seasonal spending impacts business. Seasonal spending impacts business at quite a very large scale. At a large scale, it does that. Then we shall come down to see the economic contribution of Christmas shopping. And now this regards us to understand the global trends, and looking down into the local markets where most of the Ugandans are going to purchase their desired Christmas requirements. They go down to those markets down there. So we shall the economic contribution of Christmas shopping. And now we have also to understand who are the key beneficiaries for the Christmas economy. The sectors that really dominate. And why I give you this information is that we still have days ahead till January 2nd. And here on Smart Means Business, we've designed a series of how you can actually run business on each particular day. Christmas, Boxing Day, what do you do for Boxing Day, the post-Boxing Day, and towards 2nd as we reach 2025. Where we shall also have an exclusive on planning strategies for 2024. Now, beneficiaries, like you're going to be seeing in what I managed to pile, we shall be taking a look at the retail sector. It's one of those sectors that are benefiting quite a lot. We have the hospitality industry. Yeah, it's quite, it does. We see where we shall be, of course, seeing the surge looked into as we have the discussion. I piloted something that is going to play immediately after my. It's going to run down the screen there. And inflation and spending habits. We know that inflation has eased to 2%, higher prices for some staples and fuel, they mean that. So there are further aspects. Then there is what we call also the sustainability and ethical choices. Now, globally, there is a rising awareness, a consumption, and Uganda is catching on. Now, more consumers are opting for eco-friendly products. Now, from reusable decorations to locally sourced gifts. Now, businesses that emerge, these values are not only thriving, but also setting the trends for the future. So, there is details to that, but you can go further and see what you can add on that. Now, the Christmas economy is quite a complex interplay of at 30% of their annual sales in the final quarter. But the story doesn't end with the giants. Small and medium enterprises in Uganda, craft sellers, tailors, and the bakers report a seasonal uptick, often doubling their usual revenues. This surge extends into manufacturing services, demonstrating how the Christmas economy creates a ripple effect. Key beneficiaries of the Christmas economy. Retail sector. The retail sector reaps the lion's share of the Christmas spending. For Ugandan traders, this season means stocking up on the products like imported clothing, electronics, and local crafts. Supermarkets report increased sales of essential luxuries, alike with items like rice, sugar, and beverages flying off the shelves. However, import-dependent retailers face challenges from fluctuating exchange rates and delayed shipments, often translating into higher costs for consumers. Christmas is synonymous with gatherings, and Uganda's hospitality sector rides this wave, from hotels in Entebbe hosting holiday tourists to local restaurants. The season brings a surge in bookings, yet it's not all rosy. Staff shortages, rising food costs have left some establishments struggling to keep up. Case in point, a Kampala-based restaurant owner shared how increased patronage clashes with reduced profit margins due to the rising input prices.
This year's surge in e-commerce in Uganda, driven by platforms like Jumia, has placed logistic providers under pressure. Carriers and border riders work overtime to meet the demand for swift deliveries. Meanwhile, global shipping delays have disrupted timelines, forcing businesses to. Some have partnered with local artisans to offset reliance on imports. Consumer behavior trends during Christmas, last minute shopping. If there is one tradition that never changes, it's last minute shopping. In Uganda, this trend is vividly seen as markets stay open late into Christmas Eve. Traders capitalize on the rush, but for consumers, this often means higher prices and limited options. This year, digital platforms have added a new layer on the dynamic, with online stores offering flash sales to lull the procrastinators. Gift preferences. Gift giving trends reflect shifting priorities. While electronics and clothing remain popular, there are notable tilt towards experiences and meaningful gifts. For instance, a Kampala-based non-government organization reported increased interest in their Adapt a Family Christmas program, where donations replace traditional gifts. Similarly, personalized items like custom-made African prints have gained traction, combining tradition with individuality. Discounts and promotions, from Black Friday to promotion are central to holiday shopping, but these are deals truly beneficial. A study by Ugandan consumer rights group revealed that retailers inflate prices, leaving the buyers questioning the authenticity of the savings. Nonetheless, survey shoppers use these periods to stretch their budgets. Taking a look at the real life stories, the human angle. Beyond the numbers, Christmas spending has real implications for individuals, communities. Meet Sarah, a single mother and a vet in Owino Market. For her, Christmas means working 6 hours a day to sell homemade baskets, her only chance to earn enough for school fees in January. All consider James a border rider who relies on increased delivery orders to cover his family's festive expenses. Conversely, not all stories are celebratory. Rising costs have left many Ugandans unable to partake of the festive spirit. A recent survey revealed that 45% of urban households in Kampala plan to cut back on Christmas spending this year, citing economic hardship. Trends, patterns, implications. The shadow of inflation looms large over this year's Christmas. While inflation has eased to 2.9%, higher prices for some staples and fuel mean that discretionary spending takes a backseat. Yet, this has also birthed creativity. Community-based markets and cooperatives have stepped in to provide affordable options, fostering a sense of solidarity, sustainability, and ethical choices. Globally, there is a rising awareness of sustainable consumption, and Uganda is catching on. More consumers are opting for eco-friendly products, from reusable decorations to locally sourced gifts. Businesses that embrace these values are not only thriving but also setting trends for the future. The Christmas economy is a complex interplay for joy, commerce, and challenges. For Ugandan businesses, it's a time to capitalize on increased spending, but also navigate the hurdles of inflation and shifting consumer behaviors. For individuals, it's a reason of balancing celebration with financial prudence. Ultimately, the story of Christmas spending is as much as about a community resilience as it is about economic impact. By understanding the trends and leveraging on the opportunities, businesses can not only thrive but also contribute meaningfully to the lives of those they serve. And